So call option grants the right to buy a specific currency at a designated strike price or exercise price within the specified period of time if the spot rate rises above the strike price. The owner of the call can exercise the right to buy currency at a strike price. What does it mean? In which case the buyer exercise the right. Here is a buyer and here is the seller. Buyer of call, when he buy the call option, the seller will receive premium, right? So buyer bet on the market and can say that, okay, because according to his analysis, the price will go up. So if they enter into the market for $0.53 over $1 million, so this is the exercise price. What if at the expiration, for example, 90 days, the rate is 0.56? The buyer will definitely call the option or will ask the seller to sell me $1 at 0.53 because I have a right to buy or not, because I paid you the premium here. And when buyer exercises the right, the seller, what is the position of seller? Seller must obligate. And in this case, this is a must option. Why? Because in the market, after 30 days, the price is 0.56, which is costlier, and the contract is 0.53. So that is written here. If the spot rate rises above the strike price, the owner of the call option can exercise the right to buy the currency. The buyer of the option pay the premium. So if the spot exchange rate is greater than the strike price, the option is in the money. So how we normally speak in the, in practical life, in industry. So we say that what is the position of my call option? In the money, at the money, or out of the money? So your broker will say that, sir, you are in the money. It means you are at benefit side. Would you want to exercise or not? And you will say that, okay, wait, because I think in future prices will further go up, and then when it is at its maximum, then I exercise my right. All right, guys. If the spot rate is equal to the strike price, which means if the spot rate, if exercise price is 0.53 and spot rate in the market is also 0.53, then we say that it is at the money. Anything can happen. Either it will go above or it will go down. Or when the spot market is lower than the exercise price, the option is called out of money because it is a call option. You will buy. So it's better to buy from the market rather than from the seller because strike price is higher. So what we have learned? We have learned if strike price is equal to spot price, that is called at the money call option. If strike price greater than spot, so you want to buy at higher price or at lower price? Buy at lower price, which we call this out of money call option. So the exercise price is less than the spot market, so you want to buy at less price. You will exercise. Exercise means in the money. You understand? Tiffany, Oliver, Rugia, EGA?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Didi?
Yes.
Good. Let's move on. So now we just talk about the buyer of the call will pay premium. So we didn't talk about how much he need to pay, right? How much he need to pay, whether he need to pay 5% of the contract, 1%, how much? So it depends on the difference between strike and spot rate, time period, and risk or volatility. So call premium is affected by three factors. Number one, if spot price minus the exercise price, if the difference is large, if the difference is large, right? You tell me. The chances to buy at stock at exercise price will be higher or lower? Will be extremely higher because we want to buy at lower price, buy at lower price. So we will exercise the call option. If in the market it is very expensive, then in the contract, then of course we buy. So if S minus X or spot price minus exercise price, larger the difference, larger the call premium. If call contract is for 30 days as compared to 90 days as compared to 30 days, of course the call premium of 90 days is going to be higher because in longer period of time anything can happen. So the longer the time to expire, the higher the option price would be. And volatility. The greater the variability of the currency, the higher the probability that spot rate can rise over time above the strike price. So what do we mean by volatility? If your contract is for 30 days, right? It means the price, if the some currencies they are smoothly go up like this. So it means this is relatively stable currency, and you can predict. There are many, statistical method, mathematical, techniques in which you can predict that okay, the price going to remain same or go up, go down. But if the currency is like moving like this, and it is hard to predict what will be the price of. We know that it started from here, the price is here, of course increasing, but we don't know how much in 1 day or 2 days. This is called volatility. When you have high and down, ups and down on a rapidly basis, then it is hard to predict. Anything can happen. So we are not sure that the price is going to be here. Maybe it's going to be way down here, like here. If you predict from here that the currency will remain the same, but look at that. It gave you surprise, go down like this. So higher the volatility or the risk, higher the call premium. All right, guys? Guys.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, how a firm can use call options to hedge payables, to hedge project bidding, to hedge target bidding, or to speculate. So like any other uses of the currency derivative, like we saw about the futures to hedge payables, to hedge receivables, to speculate as well. Same, we can use call option as well. So let's take a 10 minutes break, and then we start from here individually one by one. Okay. So meanwhile, please try to digest call option. Okay. Let's take a break and then we start from here. Okay, welcome back. So let's see the uses of call options one by one. First of all, how from use currency call option to hedge payables. So if we want to hedge payables using future and forward, what we have to do? Hedge through future and forward.
Uh,
We purchase future and forward. But if we want to hedge through call option, what we can do? We also purchase call option. Simple. So we have the example here. So when Pi Corporation of Seattle orders Australian goods, it makes a payment in Australian dollar to Australian exporter upon delivery. So they are paying in foreign currency to a foreigner. An Australian dollar call option locked in a maximum rate at which Pi can exchange dollar for Australian dollar. So whenever the question is silent, always remember that you are purchasing call, because call option normally you will purchase. Okay, if you are selling call option, then you have to mention, okay, selling the call option. Okay, so this exchange of currencies at specified strike rate on the call option contract can be executed at any time before the expiration of the date. So we will see that there are two kinds of options when we execute it, American style and European style. But at the end of the chapter, we will discuss that. So whenever we want to hedge the payables, we are worried that when if we want to pay in foreign currency, the foreign currency value go up. So we are worried about upside position or appreciation of the currency. So we purchase call option. How firms uses call option to hedge